Hello, fifth graders. My name is Mr. Roltsch. I'm the band director up here at Fowlerville Junior High, and I'm sending you this video to see if maybe you're interested in joining band next year, and what are the processes, what sort of things do we need to be aware of, and how do we go about joining band. So sit back, relax, and let me introduce myself. As I said, I am the band director up here at the junior high. I'm sure I've had lots of your siblings come through my program. So I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade band. So lots of different instruments, and we do plenty of things, and we're going to get into this as we go further. I am also the assistant director of the high school marching band. So if you've ever seen at a football game or, marching in parades, the Fowlerville Christmas parade, any of that, I'm with that group, working with that group as well. I absolutely love my job. I enjoy getting to work with students and figuring out, having students learn how to read music, and we're learning about, different composers and music styles and lots of listening and, writing our own music and everything. It's a ton of fun. I just have I really enjoy my job, and I think that you could be a really great part of this program. We do a lot of really cool things. Also, hopefully I am your next teacher. So the question is, why should you join band? Okay, I mean, maybe some of us have already made up our minds. You say, yes, I'm definitely going to be doing band. And we go, I don't know if it's for me. I've heard that, maybe you can't do this if you do band, or there's a lot of questions involved. So hopefully I can help answer any questions and help you with this as we go forward. So number one, band is way different than any class that you're going to take. No offense, I love math, science, ELA, social studies, computers, everything. I love all of those different classes. Band is going to be way different. Right? Obviously, number one, you're learning an instrument, okay? So, you're getting this instrument in your hands, you're learning how to read music, but we're also learning about stuff in here that we might not learn about in other classes. We're going to learn about composers who've written this music a long time ago. We're going to listen to artists who are making music right now. We're going to talk about all different genres of music. We're going to be making our own music. It's so different. Now, here it says you're going to make lifelong friends. Now, it's easy right now to go, okay, yeah, I'm going to make friends, whatever. But the folks that I've met in band throughout my life, whether it be in middle school band, right, junior high band, all the way up through college, these are the people who are my best friends, and the people who, stood up as my groomsmen in my wedding, and people I make music with all the time. And band, I know, has changed my life immensely. Obviously, I'm a band teacher, but this happens to a lot of people too. Okay? And what's nice is there is a place for absolutely everyone. If you're someone who is super outgoing, there's a place for you. If you're someone who really, maybe you're a big sports person, we love sports in here. If you're a big art person, or if you really love school, this is a spot for you. If you're really someone who's like, I don't know about, going to, maybe you don't love school. Well, there's a spot here for you too. Everyone who wants to join is welcome to please come out and try and join with us, okay? All right. Oh, look at Lizzo playing the flute. So some people have questions, go, wait a minute. So if I take band, there's no way that I can take, any of the other classes. Hey, if you love computers and, you want to take computers, you're going to take computers. Sixth graders have a 9-week schedule where they have 4 different elective classes automatically. Then all of the 6th graders have that. So whether you love gym or hate gym, love art or hate art, all 6th graders are going to take 9 weeks of computers, 9 weeks of healthy living, 9 weeks of gym, and 9 weeks of art. There's no question on that. You automatically are going to take those. So, in some of these higher grades, you get tons of choices of electives. That's not really the case in 6th grade. In 6th grade, you either choose to have band or you don't have band. That is it. There's no, okay, well, if I don't take band, I can take more art or more gym. No. If you don't take band, then you'll be in what's called a focus class or an exploratory class where you're doing extra reading. You're working on different things that are similar to what you would do in your 4 core classes. So like I said, it's not like you would have more art or gym or anything. So you automatically take those 4 and you choose band or no band. And it doesn't get in the way of stuff. Now, lots of people say, Mr. Roltsch, I'd love to do band, but I do sports and I know that I can't do sports and band. Well, I'm here to tell you that is not true at all. Every type of sport out there, we have folks in our band who play, basketball, football, wrestling, anything, you name it. Folks in drama club, folks who do dance outside of school, people who do travel, sports and everything. All of that can work with band, okay? We have, like I said, all these different types of sports in band. Even me, here's me in high school. I played lacrosse when I was in school. I did track. I did basketball for a little bit. I was in theater. I did all these different things as well as band. So you don't have to give up your sports. And the big one too is people go, hey, listen, I know that I'm going to be a football player and eventually I'm going to play varsity football. And how am I supposed to do band and varsity football? It's not going to work, right? We work that stuff out. We have a really good relationship with all of our coaches. And so anytime if there's a conflict, we work it out. No questions asked. We would hate for you at this point in your life when it's so easy to do sports and so easy to do all these different things to make you choose between them. So we want you to have as many experiences as you can. So we're going to work with any coaches and stuff to make sure that it fits. All right. Now, Mr. Roltsch, well, I know I want to play an instrument. I know we play instruments in band. What can we play? So we're doing something slightly different this year where we are starting the year on only 4 instruments. These instruments allow us to really get a handle on how to play an instrument, how to read music, and then about a semester into the year, then we're going to start switching to some other instruments. But the 4 instruments that we have here are flute, clarinet, trumpet, and trombone. So let me go ahead and play some of these for you right now. All right, so the 4 instruments that we have are flute, right here. Okay, flute has all of these different keys. It's considered a woodwind instrument, and you produce sound by blowing air across the tone holes. So the way this one kind of sounds. So that's the flute, okay, as I said, woodwind instrument. Then we have the clarinet, also a woodwind instrument, also kind of putting down these different keys. It's played using a reed, and the reed vibrates, and that's how the sound is created. Okay, so. Okay, so there's your clarinet. You have the trumpet, which is a brass instrument. You make sound on a trumpet by buzzing your lips. Right? Okay, and that's how you have this mouthpiece and buzzing through the mouthpiece. Okay, and then here you press the valves down for the different sounds. Trumpet. And then we have the trombone. The trombone makes sound the exact way, right? Using a mouthpiece and buzzing through the mouthpiece. This is also the lowest instrument that we can choose from. uses a slide to make the sounds instead of pressing valves down or keys. You can also do a glissando on a trombone, which is this sound, which you can't do because other instruments have the keys and everything. But there you go. All right, so now that you know what each of these kind of sound like, maybe you're getting an idea of, oh, okay, maybe that's something that I want to try and play. Maybe that's something that I want to try and play. Now, I know some of us might be thinking, well, I know that that saxophone is in band. I know that I've seen percussionists in band right in the back. So what we're doing later in the year, about a semester into the year, which is about halfway through the year, we are going to make instruments become available. We're going to have students who would really like to play something like the alto saxophone or a percussionist. If you have worked really hard and proven to me that you're going to go home and practice your instrument, if you are someone who feels really good about reading the music on the page and you've worked really hard in all these different areas, then you've shown me that you are ready to kind of switch to maybe some of these other instruments. So we have alto saxophone, French horn. So alto saxophone, if you want to really play that, then you should probably start on either flute or clarinet. I would strongly suggest, if you're like, wait a minute, okay, so I want to play clarinet or saxophone eventually, probably clarinet would be your best bet. We have the French horn right here. Now, if you're someone who's like, ooh, I would really enjoy playing the French horn, and what instrument should I start on if I want to do that? You're probably going to want to start by playing the trumpet. Okay, this is the baritone or the euphonium. That's the instrument that I play, my main instrument. Now, if you want to play this instrument, then you probably should start on either trumpet or trombone. That will be really helpful for you if you start on one of those instruments. Lastly, if you want to be a percussionist, which lots and lots of folks want to be percussionists, probably would want to start on like flute. Well, really any of these you could start on and then relatively easily switch over to percussion. But again, it's not like, here, let me move this around. Okay, we'll just put, oops. So, like I said, if you're looking to switch to one of these instruments, then you can start on one of the, let's see if we go back. Oops. Then you're going to want to start on one of these instruments, and then around midway through the year, we're going to transition people into other instruments. But it could be where you start in the beginning of the year, and maybe initially you wanted to play saxophone. Then you're like, wait a minute, I actually really like playing the clarinet. And then you choose not to switch. Because we're still going to want to have lots of flutes, clarinets, trumpets, and trombones even after folks. Some people are like, wait a minute, no, I'm too good on trumpet for me to switch. So you've got options. And with all the rental information, that's going to be provided in packets and stuff that I'm sending home. So these instruments, if you're renting from a music store, all cost around $30 a month, which is really, really reasonable. Whereas these are all a lot more expensive, somewhere in the range of like $50 to $60 per month to rent these items. So it's also going to help save some money here in the beginning. All right, if you have any questions, please shoot me an email. I've sent an email to all parents and everything. If you have questions, let me know and we can help you out. All right, thanks guys.